Hey you guys, how you doing today? This is Gigi with Success with Gigi. I'm so glad to be back here today. I don't know why I'm whispering. I don't know why I'm whispering. Can y'all hear me? Oh, today is a beautiful day. Today is Friday. I'm on my lunch break from work, and I only get a short lunch break. I'm going to tell you guys what I was doing. And this is so interesting, and it's going to connect, tie into, I try to tie into the van life thing because you guys know that that's what I'm doing, right? I'm having lunch in this, well, I'm not really having lunch, but I'm in this lobby here, this cute little lobby. So let me tell you guys what I'm doing. Give me a minute. Somebody's walking by. I don't want them to hear me. So I was thinking about, okay, while I'm doing the van life, like living in my van just for survival purposes, because as you know, Northern California housing market sky high, rent sky high. Um, and I just found out so many people are doing this, right? So I was asking myself, I'm like, in this time where we're in recession, right? You have to have more than just one income. And nowadays, it's so dangerous to have just one income coming in, just a job. That's not safe. Comment below if you have more than one job or if you have a job and you're doing a side gig or two. Honey, let me tell you, I was like, I'm still living in my same place. Let me just tell you guys that if you've been watching my past videos, I'm still there. I'm thinking about extending it another 30 days just so I could organize stuff. I just wanted to put that out there because I did say that I was going to leave within a week or two, that apartment, but I might just go for another 30 days, get an extension for 30 days, right? Okay, so getting back to what I was talking about getting a side gig. So I don't know how many. Do you go on YouTube and you look on how to make money doing XYZ or how to make money on the side or how to get a part-time job? Something that will, give you, um, more money than just your job. So I was looking at several things, right? I was looking at doing like medical carrier that you could do, and I was want to do something on the weekend just to make that extra money. So medical carrier was one, and you could do it with a car. You could have a cargo van. You could do it with a truck. If you don't have a cargo van, or if you don't have one of those big box trucks, or if you don't have, a regular pickup truck, the medical carrier is great because they don't care if you just have a car, right? And you could do it local. And so I'm like, okay, how do I find the jobs or whatever? So from watching the YouTube videos, they were saying that you could get there are these apps like you get apps for um, what are those pickup things like for grocery shopping for when you grocery shop for people or what is that one that I was gonna do? Um, oh, you guys know what it is. I don't do any of this stuff. I've never done any of this stuff. Um, but you know those apps that you get and you do like these side jobs where you pick up food for people and you drop them off, or you do their groceries and you drop them off. Well, this one is different and that you get paid more, and a lot of people don't know about these courier apps that pay a little more, right? I know Amazon has one, and Amazon is not a medical carrier, but I'm just saying other than just the groceries and the picking up food for people, and other than just Lyft and one of these share rides, right? So there's so many things out there that people don't know about. You get these apps, you learn about these side gigs, So the name of this video is "Living the Van Life" slash bringing in extra money with side gigs, right? So I think I might change it. I don't know. Okay, so another side gig that I was thinking about doing, well, this is not a side gig. This was more of a business that I wanted to start. And that is, I really want to do um, Airbnb arbitrage. If y'all can see me looking to the sides because people are walking by, I don't want to be loud or anything. So maybe Airbnb arbitrage, and there's short-term rentals. I've always had a desire to do that. There's short-term rentals, there's long-term rentals, and then there's mid-term rentals. I don't want to do the mid-term rentals, and I don't want to do the short-term rentals. I think I would love to do the mid-term rentals. So I'm going to scratch out long-term because that's like being a landlord. And I'm going to scratch out short-term, right? Because you always got to be involved with these people coming and going. They only stay like 2, 3 days. But with the midterm rentals, they stay like maybe 30 to 90 days. So you don't have to worry about cleaning the place all the time. And and then they call it like arbitrage. Now, the cost to start that business, being a co-host, is like you become an arbitrage. And what Airbnb arbitrage or short midterm rental arbitrage, what that means is that you don't have to own the property. You go into business with the person who owns the property. You run the place. You pay the monthly rent or lease, right? And then you book the place to different people, right? And what you do is you book it for more than what you're renting it for, and then you take out um, um, the the fees or whatever, the expenses that you spent to put it together. The expense, like you have to buy the furniture for the place, you pay the rent, you pay the utilities, and all that stuff. But what it is that the midterm rentals is usually like corporate rentals, um, nurse, traveling nurses, things of that nature, right? And these people, what they do is they have a contract, right, with the company they work for. And so what you're doing is you're working with that company to get nurses into your place for 3 months, 6 months, 60 days, or 90 days, right? And so your contract is with the company, right? And then the company pays the nurse's rent, okay? So that would be midterm rentals arbitrage. Now, I'm like, okay, well, I don't have the money to be furnishing a place. I don't have the kind of finances to um, pay the lease. I'm waiting for somebody to come in, right? So I heard about, check this out, check this out. I heard about um, co hosting. So instead of being a host, Airbnb host, and instead of being a Airbnb arbitrage where you're leasing out the place, you become a co host. So what you're doing is you are managing the person who has the Airbnb. You're managing their property because sometimes a lot of these people, they have like these Airbnbs and stuff, or these short-term rentals or these mid-term rentals. They're just doing it as an investment thing to make money. They don't want to run it. They don't want to do all of that and learn the keywords that you have to put in and write the description and you know how to get into their Airbnb because how much you make. Some it's seasonal, right? Or if an event is coming up, they probably make more money, could get more money out of the Airbnb. They want somebody else who has the knowledge and skills that could do that, and then they're willing to pay a percentage of them running their Airbnb, right? And so now, guess what? I don't have to furnish it. I don't have to pay a lease or rent for it and wait for people to come in and rent the place. All I do is manage it and manage it well, and knowing what to do so that their Airbnb is making money. So I'm looking into that. I'm looking into to getting a course. The only thing is that it doesn't happen right away because what I have to do is learn the skill, right? So that's going to take time. Learn the skill, learn it, implement it, and then now I got to market myself. Now I got to go out here and find people who own their Airbnbs, or check it out, people who want to make extra money with their homes and they don't know what to do, and maybe I could proposition them, hey, let me help put your place on Airbnb. There's also another gig along that line. It's called it's event renting out your place for events, right? And so if a person has a nice home, and I could go talk to the person and say, hey, um, would you like to make extra money to rent out your home for a few hours? And then I could rent a section of their home. This space is called Peer Space, right? I think it's called Peer Space. And all these people want to do is maybe shoot maybe a commercial or something because your home would fit their criteria for a kind of commercial they want to do, or do shoot a social media uh, video or whatever, right? A product video, and your space fits their criteria. And all they do with the event space thing, renting for just a few hours, you don't have to rent it for a couple of days, or you don't have to rent it for a couple of months, just for a few hours, and you make a few $100, you know? And I will be the go to person finding, you know, people who will want to rent out your home, fill out the contract, and then get a percent of the proceeds, and you and I split it because I put together the, of what is it called? Scouting out these people who are looking for a nice place like yours, right? So I'm thinking of like these different ideas of ways to make money because I'm 63 years young, honey, and I know I look good. I'm 63 years young, and when I retire from, I'm a receptionist now, right? So when I retire, I don't want to just not do anything. And I want to start getting the ball rolling while I'm still working my full-time job, so that when I do make the transition, I have momentum going, and I just want to just really build up the income. So I'm thinking like, tell give me some, if y'all got some ideas. If you got some ideas, money making ideas, put them in the comment below. Let me know, what are you doing? How are you making extra money? Like I said, one was the cargo, and like I have a van. I have my cargo van that I'm living in, right? Do I use that to deliver medical supplies? Because it's not a lot. They're not going to be putting stuff in the back. Or do I rent out a truck? I could rent a truck and use that as like hauling junk and stuff to make side money, right? But what I would do is like I would hire like those Mexican people that be hanging out at Home Depot, get them to do the heavy lifting and the labor, right? And all I would supply them with, supply is the truck, right? and then give them a percentage of whatever's made. So these are just ideas. These are just ideas. I just need to implement them now. And so I'm going for the low hanging fruit. I'm starting with since I do have a vehicle, starting with that first, the medical supply, as I mentioned earlier, and just like hire a driver because I hate driving. I hate driving, but I know there's a solution to everything. So I know I could like probably hire somebody, right? And have them drive, and I'll be like the passenger, and just open up the apps and see what jobs are available and say, hey, let's go here or let's go there or here's a job here. And then, but I only want to do it during the weekends, like Saturday and Sunday, right? And, and the thing is that you never know how something's going to work unless you do it, because I'm like one of those procrastinators. Oh, I have the idea. Now, how do I do it? And then I'm talking about it, thinking about it, writing notes about it, and I haven't implemented yet. So, child, don't be like me. If you have an idea, jump in there, child. Like they say, that old saying, jump and grow wings on the way down. Don't worry about the fear. Fear is nothing but false evidence appearing real. Okay. So I just wanted to share that with you. So while I'm out here in this van life, I'm definitely going to be making some extra money. So go ahead, subscribe to my channel, y'all. Give me a thumbs up, share this, and put your ideas, your money making ideas below. Who knows? We could do some collaboration. Okay. So I know my lunch is over. I got to go back to work. I love y'all. Come back when I'm coming back. I don't know. But keep checking in because I will be coming back. Bye, y'all.